First, we got the Marvel Spider-Man Remastered Platinum Trophy, and then second, we got the Miles Morales Platinum Trophy, and now it's time for the third and final part of this, which is Marvel Spider-Man 2. This game has 43 trophies in total, counting the Platinum. In order to get the Platinum, I have to do all the main and side story missions, all 89 collectibles that this game has, purchase all the suits for both Peter and Miles, as well as purchase all the tech upgrades, gadget upgrades. So then, let's go ahead and get right into this so we get the Platinum Trophy for Marvel Spider-Man 2. The first story trophy I got was after fighting the game's tutorial boss, which was Sandman. In this fight, we learned the basic swinging and fighting mechanics for both Peter and Miles, as well as learn how cinematic this game can be. Then after defeating Sandman, we get the first story related trophy. After playing a couple hours of the game, we get to play as everyone's favorite character, MJ, and trying to save Dr. Connors from one of the game's bosses, which is Kraven. Unfortunately, Kraven was able to inject Connors with the lizard serum that turns him into the lizard. At the same time, Peter and his best friend Harry show up to save the day, but when Peter goes to fight Kraven, he gets stabbed and almost dies. Until the symbiote leaves Harry's body to combine with Peter, then we get to fight some of Kraven's hunters as the new Venom symbiote suit for the first time, and after dealing with all the hunters, the game gives us another story trophy. The next story trophy we get is after fighting and defeating the lizard, but due to Kraven, the lizard mutated into a bigger lizard that we have to fight, and if you look right under the boss's health bar, it shows how many phases there are for that boss. After beating the first two phases of the lizard, we chase the lizard around the city. While trying to catch up to him, we also have to fight off some of the hunters. And after defeating the final phase of the lizard boss, Peter injects Lizard with the cure to turn him back into Connors, and then I get my third story related trophy. Instead of playing as Peter for this next trophy, instead we are playing as Miles, because Miles got captured by Kraven's hunters and he was put into this arena where he had to fight someone to the death, which end up being Martin Lee, which is the man who killed his father in the first game. In the second stage of this fight, he makes a force field around him where you're only able to break it by using Miles' new Venom abilities. And after defeating Martin Lee, instead of killing him, Miles helps him escape, which then leads to yet another trophy. For the next trophy, Peter goes to rescue Miles from Kraven, but ends up having to fight Kraven, and he was about to end him, but then Miles came in to stop him, which then ends up having to fight Peter as Miles. And then after defeating Peter a couple of times, Peter is finally able to take off the black suit, which then gives us another trophy. After going to Oscorp with the symbiote, it breaks free and combines with Harry, which then turns into Venom, which then you get to play as Venom, which is really reminiscent of the old Ultimate Spider-Man game where you also get to play as Venom. And after fighting Kraven as Venom, he defeats him once and for all, and then we get another story trophy. The next trophy we get is for defeating MJ as she gets all 19 inches of Venom, and it's turned into the villain Scream, and after managing to get the symbiote off, we get another trophy. And in order to get the final trophy, we needed to fight Venom in 4 phases. The first phase was at Peter and Harry's old high school. That fight was just a normal fight with Venom as Peter, and in the second phase though, Venom gets a new white health bar above his previous health bar, and in order to do the most damage to that health bar, you have to use Peter's anti-venom abilities, and once that phase is done, we are done fighting Venom with Peter. For the third and final stage, we are fighting Venom as Miles, and in the third stage, Venom is in the air most of the times because he grew wings, and while he's in the air, he shoots projectiles at Miles, and with the third one, you're able to shoot it right back at Venom, which stuns him and are able to deal the most damage. After doing that a couple times, we fight Venom again, but this time on the ground, and when he does go in the air, you just do the same thing, just dodge the projectiles, and then you use Miles's abilities, which stuns Venom, and then you're able to do the most damage yet again. After defeating Venom for the fourth and final time, Peter and Miles are able to take down Venom and free Harry from the symbiote, which then leads to the end of the game, which gives us our last story trophy. Alright, so I mentioned all the story trophies, but I did not mention all the trophies I got that are not story related through playing through the stories. And those trophies are Slackline for stealth taking down 25 enemies on the web line, the Overdrive trophy for as Miles use reverse flux to pull in 6 or more enemies together simultaneously, the Stylish trophy for equipping a new suit style on either Peter or Miles, Armed and Dangerous trophy for defeating 100 enemies using the Spider Arm abilities, and lastly the Antidote trophy for defeating a symbiote that is under the effect of the anti-venom status effect. Now that the main story is done, I'm gonna move on to the side missions next. The first trophy I went for was Data Collector Trophy, and in order to get this trophy, I had to chase some of Kraven's drones around the city that were hunting random civilians, but after completing all the drone chases, we learned that the drone was hunting was actually the Chameleon, and then we got the trophy. The next side mission I went for was defeating the Flame, And in these missions, we run into Wraith, which ended up being Yuri from the first game. And with her help, we tracked down the main villain of this side mission, which was the Flame, and Yuri was trying to kill him, but Peter stopped her, which led into a fight with her. And after stopping Yuri, we had one more mission where we had to stop a big explosion in the city. And after stopping this explosion, the Flame was able to get away with some of the leftover symbiote, which ended up being Carnage in the future. And then we finally got the side mission trophy. The next few side missions weren't really that big, so I'm gonna just run through them real quick. The next one I got was as Miles for stopping a museum heist and capturing the boss that was running the heist. After we finished the cutscene, we got a trophy. While going for this trophy, I got another trophy for using 100 of Miles' new Venom abilities. The next trophy I got was a 2-in-1 where we had to help Howard from the other 2 games and set his pigeons free, but once we got back to him, we found out that he passed away. And that gave us the trophy for helping Howard, and then another one for completing all the app requests. The next trophy we got was as Miles. As him, we had to help people around his high school, which was Brooklyn Visions, and after doing all the requests, we get a new suit as well as a trophy. The next side mission was for clearing out all the symbiote nests around the city, and all I had to do was just defend the heart, and after a certain amount of time, a sonic blast would go off, which would get rid of the heart, and after doing that for all of them, we would get the trophy for it. The next one was for doing all the hunter blinds around the map, and after doing all of them, it leads into a base, and once you clear out that base, it would give you a trophy. The next trophy I got was for clearing all the EMF stations around the city, and these were really cool because instead of fighting, it was just other cool little tasks like using a bee drone, riding a bike through Central Park, and then some small puzzles. And after doing all the EMF stations, we get a new suit for Peter as well as the trophy. The last side mission I did was as Miles for going around collecting all the Prowler stashes, and after getting all these and going through cutscene with Miles and his uncle, we would get the final story mission trophy. So now that the main and side story missions are done, I'm gonna move on to the next objective, which are all the 89 collectibles, which are 14 sand crystals, and after collecting all the crystals, it makes a crystal statue, which we give to Sandman's daughter, which gave us the trophy. The next collectible was all the photos. These were really easy, just like the first game, we just swing around the city, take pictures of certain things, and after doing all of them, we get the trophy. The next collectible was the spider bots, and while I was going for these, every single spider bot gave 100 tech parts, and this gave a trophy for collecting 10,000 of the tech parts. And with these tech parts, I was able to max out all of the suit techs, which then gave me a trophy for that. As well as I also got max level for collecting the spider bots. Once I had the spider bots, I just had to go through cutscene, which then gave me a trophy after that. After that, all I had was one more set of collectibles, which were the Mysterium Dev Diaries, and after getting all 10 of these, I got a trophy for 100%ing all the districts, as well as I got another trophy for defeating the Mysterio boss. Okay, so now that the main story and then all the collectibles are now done, I am also max level, so I can get a couple trophies right here. I think I can get 2 of them. One of them is to have all the suits, so I should just have to purchase Peter's and then Miles' last suit, which then gives me the trophy kitted out for having all the suits, as well as if I have enough parts, I should be able to get another trophy from maxing out all the gadgets. And I do have enough, so I just have to do this one right here, which gives me to the max, which is for purchasing all the gadget upgrades. So now that I have a total of 34 out of the 43 trophies, I just had to do the last few missable trophies, which are home run for running all the bases at a baseball field, doing 30 tricks in the air without touching the ground, and then another one for failing a trick by hitting the ground. And lastly, using the web wings to glide from the bottom of the map to the very top. While going for the New Game Plus trophy, I forgot one of the combat trophies, which were using 25 of the Venom abilities while in Symbiote Search. So I got that trophy once I got the Venom symbiote in the story for the second time. And then after speedrunning through the game and defeating Venom once again, I was able to get the trophy for beating the game on New Game Plus. Alright, so now that New Game Plus is done, I just have 2 more trophies to go for. One of them is in fact right down here. I just come down here, interact with this. This is the science trophy from the Miles Morales game, which then would give me the trophy. Just Let Go. And then the very last trophy I have to do is as Peter, I have to visit May Parker's grave, which is right up here. Alright, then here's May Parker's grave. Just interact here. You know what to do. As Peter, visit May Parker's grave. Dedicated. Collect all the trophies for Marvel's Spider-Man 2. If you guys enjoyed this 3-part trilogy, Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below what other games you would like to see me do, and I'll catch you guys later.